Welcome to the Cardboard Stacker. This time we're going to take a look at Machi Koro, the card and dice game. Essentially in Machi Koro, you are building up your town to earn money, which will enable you to reach your goal of buying your 4 landmarks. In the beginning, you start off with a bakery, wheat field, 4 landmarks on their non-colored side, and a couple of coins. On your turn, you first roll the die. Depending on the die's outcome, certain cards activate. For example, if a 1 is rolled, then all wheat fields pay out for all players. If you roll 2 or 3 on a green card, you get 1 coin, but the other players do not. You see, there are 4 different establishment cards. Blue cards can activate on anyone's turn, while the green cards can only be activated on the current player's turn. Red cards can only activate on another player's turn. However, these are usually the mean cards that take away money from other players. The last type of card are the purple cards. They are probably the most powerful cards you can get, and it can only activate on your turn. You can only buy one of these for your town, but with a power like collecting a lot of money from other players or forcing a trade, buying them comes with a price. The 4 other cards you need to focus on are the landmark cards because this is the way to win the game. After rolling dice and collecting income, you can buy establishments, but you can instead use your money to purchase a landmark. Not only are landmarks crucial to winning the game, they also give some helpful effects. The train station, for example, costs a 4 and gives the option to roll 1 or 2 dice. As you may have already seen, there are a set number of cards that need to be rolled that are greater than 6. Each landmark has its own effect, but you don't have to buy them in order. Now let's move on to the review. The box is nice, but way too big. Is it enough to fit in expansions? Yes, but is it still too big? Yes. The card stock quality is good and it has a very appealing graphic design. The art of Machi Koro is excellent, cute, and fun. The dice and coins are also nice. The game is very simple and has a simple goal. There's only 3 things you need to do on your turn. Roll the dice, collect income, and buy a card. I really think the goal in which you buy the landmark cards is interesting. Depending on which landmark you opens up the way you play the game. The train station is probably the first thing you buy, but sometimes you might want to go for the shopping mall. There are some main strategic paths you can take. I actually like to do the 1 die strategy where you only roll 1 die and buy as many convenience stores and purple cards as you can. Most of the people I play with like to go for the factory combos. Before going into the game, I will have to warn you that there's a lot of luck and the game relies heavily on those dice. The real game is waiting for your dice to hit the right number. There will be times where you never roll your number, and there will be times where you're ranking in money. Red cards can be a nuisance, especially when people buy most of them up. I don't like playing games where you have to play someone on your turn. Just be aware that some people may buy up all the red cards. It seems that people that buy too many of the same card tend to win. I feel that the ranch and cheese factory combo is usually the popular strategy to go, so the player that goes with that combo will be picked upon the other players. The other players will want to cut them off and buy a few ranches. It's a negative for me because the way the game is designed so that one player can win if the other players let him buy most of one card. Or the other players have to be forced to buy some of the cards, preventing the game to be a runaway one. And the game can be long and boring. Sometimes it's a matter of waiting until a player hits their magic number. It feels to me that there's about 30% strategy and 70% luck in Machi Koro. I know this is a made up number, but anyway, I mean here is that yes, the game is ruled by luck, but there's some strategy involved. There are only 18 different cards available in the game, 15 in the marketplace, and your landmarks. There are expansions, and I think the game does better with them, but I think you have to wait for a later episode. Hint hint, there's a different way to play. A 3-player and 4-player game feels different to me. While I like the 4-player game more often, the game takes a bit longer. In a 3-player game, total game time is shorter, but there are too many cards out there for a good solid game with enough balance. That's a hard pick for me, but I think the game is suited for 4 players since I think the card to player ratio is better. Machikoro does remind me of the gambling game Craps. What's similar to those games are the dice, and that there's a certain payout regarding each card. Some are harder to pull off but have better rewards. It reminds me of Craps because you have to buy up cards, which is essentially betting, hoping that your rolls are good enough. It would be a good idea to keep an eye on your opponent. If you see them purchasing red cards, you can always defend by purchasing cards like bakeries. And you may need to get a bigger table, because you might add a lot of cards to your tableau, and there are more than 10 different cards. The game might need more space, even if your cards are condensed. I have to tell you that I did like Machi Koro at first, and I like exploring different ways you can earn money, but now, I guess I've moved on. It's a little too light for me, but I don't mind teaching it to other people. People who are new or getting into gaming did have fun playing it, but for now, I played it too much and I really don't care to playing it much anymore. This is the Cardboard Stacker, and keep on stacking games.